James, how are you?
I still want to be an explorer like you, man. That's all I can
Now,
say. I
now,
want to
James, James, haven't you heard you're not supposed to stand in traffic, man? You're in the middle of the street.
be. It's a part of an expedition, having
All
fun.
right, all right, good, good, good. I love it.
I'm here today with Josh Gates. We're going to be talking about his two series that are on Discovery Channel: Expedition Unknown, Expedition Files, which I got a chance to see. Woo! I got to see the Hoffa, the Cup, and Diesel. I didn't know that about Diesel. You know what? Let's
I
talk about Diesel. Let's start off with Diesel.
Yeah, I mean, look, Expedition Files. We tackle these really iconic mystery stories that maybe you know really well. As you said, Jimmy Hoffa, the famous disappearance of the Union boss, and the search for the Holy Grail. But it also features stories that maybe you've never heard of. And Rudolph Diesel was a character I really didn't know much about. But anytime, if you've ever pulled into a gas station and looked at a diesel pump or had a diesel engine in your life, it's because of Rudolph Diesel. He was this brilliant inventor. His engines literally changed the world, and he vanished without a trace. And so it's one of these fascinating mysteries that I, again, knew very little about. But it's a really interesting story, and Diesel's a fascinating character.
You know, it's interesting. We're not going to give too much away, but I got a chance to see that movie. It was made about World War II in Great Britain. And yeah, I got a chance to see that. I thought it was a very interesting movie. That was cool. That was cool.
Amazing, amazing.
Yeah, definitely. And we're going to take it backwards. Now, the Silver Chalice. Talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, the Holy Grail is obviously something we're all familiar with. What's fascinating about the Grail is that the Bible doesn't have much to say about it. It became a much more significant object a little bit later in history, and it's now become obviously this enduring symbol of Christianity. And over the centuries, many vessels have been put forward as potential candidates for the Grail. And so in the show, we're going to be looking at some of those vessels and different claims that have been made on the Holy Grail over the years. So a really, really interesting story that helps us dig into one of the most famous biblical artifacts of all time.
Speaking of claims and digging, last but not least, talk a little about Hoffa.
Hoffa, I mean, Hoffa was such a notorious character, and this outspoken, infamous Union Teamster boss, and he vanished without a trace in 1975. And I don't know if there's been a missing person with more conspiracies around them than Hoffa. I mean, I've heard that he's everywhere from a landfill to underneath Giant Stadium to living, in a Hawaiian shirt off on the island somewhere. I mean, who knows where he is, right? So, this is a cool story. It lets us look at the case and his disappearance and to step through it and to bring our viewers into the past and to talk about new leads and new theories and developments as to his ultimate fate. I mean, I think it's safe to say that he's no longer with us. But this idea of what ultimately happened to him is an enduring mystery that we're going to be investigating on the show.
You know, for a while there as a kid, about 7 or 8 years old, I thought I saw Jimmy Hoffa here in St. Louis, but that's another story.
You see, there you go. Yet another Hoffa sighting.
How did you get into all this, man? You're having fun with this.
I am having fun with it, man. I mean, I got into it, I think, the way a lot of people get into these types of stories. I was a kid who loved adventure. I grew up in the 80s, so Raiders of the Lost Ark, Back to the Future, the Goonies, all these great 80s action films. I mean, I just fell in love with the idea of having adventures. And so, I'm so fortunate to have been able to turn that into a reality. But I feel like a Goonie at heart. I've always just loved the idea of going out and exploring the unknown.
Josh, you brought up Goonies twice. I got kind of curious. They're doing a remake. Are you going to be in there?
I mean, from your lips to God's ears. First of all, they've talked about this remake for forever. There's always been stories that they're going to do a sequel or something to the Goonies, and I'll believe it when I see it that it's really going to happen. But yes, just to let anyone watching know, I am available. I am happy to serve in any capacity. I'll do the catering on the Goonies sequel. You name it. Anything. I'll be involved. Yes, I'm in.
I've been speaking with Josh Gates, aka Indiana Jones. We've been talking about Expedition Files and Expedition Unknown on the Discovery Channel. And now we know where Harrison Ford got his character from. Josh, thank you so much for joining us on Morning.
Hey, all the best, man. Thank you. Great to see you.
Yeah, great to see you.